Welcome to the WTOC First Alert Weather Podcast, sponsored by Ogeechee Heating and Air.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another edition of the WTOC First Alert Weather Podcast. I'm meteorologist Dave Turley, and I'm joined as always by meteorologist Andrew Gordon. And Andrew, we've been seeing some warmer temperatures, and that's going to be the trend as we head on through the rest of this week.
It has been seeing some of my neighbors getting more so into their yards and start to work on that. And it's a sign of the season, although we're above average here for about the next week.
Yeah, and so we're looking right now, this is the last 10 days, and today we're recording this podcast. It is Wednesday, March 4th, and you can see we've been above average here. Our average high today is 69 degrees. We've been seeing some low to mid 70s, but it's expected to get even warmer than that as we head on through the next several days.
Yep, by 10 degrees on Thursday, and then even more so Friday, Saturday. That continues into next week as well.
Yeah, so we're going to see those warmer temperatures. A lot of people are going to be out and about. And of course, we're getting closer to St. Patrick's Day. The St. Patrick's Day season officially begins with the greening of the fountain, which is coming up here this Friday.
Yeah, always a fun event. If you've never been out to it, recommend it. Weather looks pretty nice for it, at least of right now. Maybe with some of the green. You're going to see some yellow with the pollen as well. Yeah,
the pollen is going to be of concern out there as we go on through the next couple of days. Today and into our Thursday, we're kind of in that medium-high category, right on the threshold of being high. Mm-hmm. And then as we move on into the weekend, it gets even warmer with these, or higher, I should say, with these warmer temperatures.
Yeah, you know, it's what plants like. They like the warmth, and even though we're in a drought, it doesn't seem to be impacting what's going on pollen-wise.
Yeah, juniper and elm. So if you are out and suffering for your allergies, that is what's causing it as of right now. So far, fingers crossed, I'm doing all right. But usually as we get a little bit more into later March, other things start to bloom, and that impacts me.
It just coats everything. You can see it blowing around.
Yeah, so that's what we have to look forward to. We also have to look forward to, with these warmer temperatures in here, is more moisture in the morning hours, and fog is going to be another concern.
Yeah, and it was thick. You know, coming into work this morning wasn't terrible, but you could I have to come over the big bridge coming into downtown Savannah, and I was fine. I got into a layer of it, then I was fine at the top, and then I went back through. It was literally driving in and out of a cloud. It was kind of crazy. Got pretty thick though.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last couple of mornings, we kind of missed out on a few things. We missed out on the total lunar eclipse because of the fog. And this morning, some people got to see the SpaceX launch, but some people had the fog.
Yeah, that was around 6 this morning. 29 of those Starlink satellites went out, so got some crazy view there, especially some of the pictures through the fog just kind of disoriented it, make it look interesting. But that was that. Don't think we have any more launches coming up, but we do have more fog, as you can see, for tomorrow.
And this isn't really going to change. The forecast really for the next several days into the weekend and really the beginning of next week is more of what we say rinse and repeat. Fog in the morning hours and then pretty quiet into the afternoon with those warm temperatures. So there's a look at that First Alert 7-day forecast. As you see, not much change into next week.
Yeah, consistently seeing those morning lows near 60 once we get into Friday. So with those warmer temperatures, you could have the fog, especially at waterways and things like that. We'll be watching for some mornings. You could have the potential to see fog. Some days are better than others. It's kind of hard to differentiate all of them. But something else this weekend that many people don't always love is the time change.
Yeah, we have that daylight saving time coming up here as we head on into, it's technically 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, but we always say before you go to bed Saturday night, you know, back in the day, we'd have to change the clocks manually. Pretty much everything now, for the most part, except for your, well, if you still have, I almost said VCRs, but nobody has VCRs anymore. Your stoves, your microwave oven, stuff like that.
I still have to change my car.
And your car, for the most part, you have to do it manually. So that's going to change. At 2 a.m., it will now be 3 a.m. So we're going to spring forward.
Yeah. So that means that we're going to have daylight at different times. You know, just right when your body's getting used to things, we're going to extend that a little bit later on into the day.
Speaking of the daylight, sunrise on Sunday morning here will now be at 7:42 with a sunset coming up at 7:26. So an hour later, they say it's more of a useful daylight that you're going to see.
For those that work outside. Right?
Yes.
That's what it is. So this is usually when I'm going to bed. So
this is usually when I'm coming home from work. So
I know
nice.
we're opposites there, but it's fun. You know, it's okay. I like summer in general. You know, sometimes you can get that that hue of some daylight closer to 9. So that's nice, but I got to adjust to it. See what happens.
Well, they have those blackout curtains.
It's always tough for the pets, right? They're the ones that don't understand.
Yeah, I think either way, it's what we're going to have to be dealing with here as we get on into our springtime.
We don't have a say in it.
Nope, it is what it is. Again, just enjoy the warmer temperatures. We definitely could use some rain. We are in drought. Don't have a lot of that. The latest drought monitor will be coming up here on our Thursday. Every Thursday we get a new one. So hopefully things will get better. Not in the short term, though. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No, and we're expecting those drought conditions to expand for Thursday and probably next Thursday as well. Maybe some meaningful rainfall, maybe at the end of next week.
Wednesday night into Thursday is the next cold front moving in here, so that's the best chance that we're tracking.
7 days from now.
For some rain showers out there. So that's something we'll be waiting to see, keeping our fingers crossed on that. But other than that, I think that's going to do it for another edition of the WTOC First Alert Weather Podcast. For meteorologist Andrew Gordon, I'm meteorologist Dave Turley. We will see you next time.